How's it going, YouTube viewers? Today I'm going to review The Intruder on Blu-ray. It's the director's cut. Let's see. Director's cut. Okay, let's open it up. Check out the inside here. You get 2 discs. This movie is so cool. I had it on DVD, but I love it so much that I decided I wanted to get the Blu-ray special edition. What I don't understand is why they include a DVD version. See that? Or you get a Blu-ray and you get a DVD. So, how many people are buying the Blu-ray to get the DVD too? I mean, there may be a reason. I don't know what it is, but maybe one of you viewers do. It just drives me kind of crazy, I got rid of my DVD so I could get the Blu-ray, but now I got the DVD again. If you pull out the sleeve, you're going to see this on the inside. You see the sign that says half off, and of course, his body's in half. There's a lot of humor in this movie like that. Scott Spiegel, he's the one that directed it. And I out of all the slashers I've seen, this is one of the best directed ones. For example, the movie starts out and the camera's actually inside the cart, and the cart's moving around. The camera's here, and you're seeing out this way, and the cart's kind of moving through. It's just really cool. Throughout the movie, the camera is in a lot of odd angles, and it makes it really great to look at. Let me give you another example. You know how you go to the store and you get this piece of food, and it comes through, beep, beep. Well, the camera is actually inside the scanner, so when you see that piece of food, you're looking up. So you're getting like a top view. You're getting like this top view of it coming over the scanner, but you're seeing underneath, of course. Beep. So you want to know what the movie's about. The plot of the movie is pretty simple. Third shift workers, all friends, from high school, are locked in a grocery store, and one by one, their bodies start to fall. The thing that's funny is this store doesn't look like super huge, but they got like 8 kids working there on third shift. I used to work at a grocery store, and I've never seen more than like 3 people working a third shift. But still, I mean, how fun would that be? Just 3 people getting killed, You gotta have more blood. And let me tell you, there's lots of blood in this movie. Lots of gory, violent scenes. The kill scenes are some of the best you'll see in any slasher movie. There's one scene where there's a head, and I believe it's probably a meat cutter, it's some kind of saw, whatever. But anyways, the head, gets driven into the saw, and then you just see it split. I mean, and it's really real. Scott got lucky and he was able to hire the K&B effects group. Now, K&B wasn't very big at the time. They were looking for a project to do so that they could show off their skills. So he hired them cheap and they were willing to do it. I don't think they hardly made anything. If I remember right, they made like $1,000. This is some of the best special effects you're going to see in an 80s horror movie. He also got lucky because most of the actors in the movie were his friends. A lot of them were involved with Evil Dead. You got Sam Raimi playing the butcher in this movie. Bruce Campbell shows up as a cop. During the third shift, the 2 managers got the kids together and they announced that the store was going to be closed. And this would be their last night to work there. There is a twist in the movie, and that's why I don't want to get into the plot too much because it'll give it away. There's a scene where a knife goes into the front of the head, and right behind him there's a sign that says, "Safety first, knives are sharp, be careful." There's another really cool scene where there's some beer cans behind this guy's head. He gets killed. The beer explodes and blood and beer are mixing, so it's something different that you're not going to see in any other horror movie. In this movie, they do a good job of using the surrounding items in the store to create, their awesome scenes. There's a scene where one of the victims gets a hook in the eye. It's one of those, I think it's probably one of those big meat hooks, like that. The movie itself isn't really that creepy, and most slashers I don't think are, but, they're more fun than they are creepy. That's what you get when you're, watching an 80s horror movie. It's a popcorn movie, and, bodies are going to be split open, and blood's going to flow, and the acting's not always going to be top-notch, but, you're going to have a good time. There's a scene where a head is used as a puppet, and that scene in itself is pretty effective, I think. It's one of those scenes when somebody asks you, "Have you seen Intruder?" And you're like, "Oh, yeah, I remember that scene where the head's used as a puppet." Or, and most people are going to say, "Yeah, I remember that scene where that guy's head split in half with the saw." So, it's a solid movie all around. Acting, directing, bloodshed, everything you want in an 80s movie is in this one plus more. let's talk about the extras on here a little bit. You got audio commentary with Scott Spiegel, and I did watch that. It's very funny. You know, he's just, you could tell he has a lot of fun doing what he loves to do. The making's really interesting. It explains how they did the special effects and, you know, how a lot of other stuff went down in the movie. He did a Super 8 version of this movie first, and he had lost it. And I guess it was never released at the time. And he was able to find some of the movie, and the original scene where the head's going through, he found that. But anyways, he pieced everything together, and he shows you the short movie in the Super 8 version. It's still, even in the Super 8 version, the special effects were pretty cool for probably what he had. It's really interesting to see his idea in blueprint form and how he was able to later on pull it off in this form. It has the original cast audition footage, has behind the scenes still gallery, which I don't know why they put still galleries on these, you know? It's like, really? You know, I just watched the movie and now I'm gonna, you know, go through all the pictures of the movie? So, I mean, that's about it for this one. You know, I'm rating this as a slasher. So, you know, I'm going to give it a 4.0 out of 5. I highly recommend it. If you can, if you have Blu-ray, do buy this version. One of my favorite slashers. I'm going to start going through all my 80s horror slashers, and I'll do the reviews for them. Till next time, catch you later.